A beverage of sorts?
Pulls on that exposed nerve.
I've been infected by Scubus.
Chicken.
What do you mean infected by Scubus?
Infected by your schizophrenia, of course. Not that you have any.
I think he's schizophrenic. But don't worry, Scubus. I think I'm also schizophrenic. I've started seeing things as of late, and I can't tell if it's the lack of sleep or just the anxiety buildup.
Okay, hold on. Let me check something real quick.
Keep your time.
I've unironically started seeing things as of late. Like, you know how bad I have to be tweaking to start seeing like shadows move out of the corner of my eyes and like spiders?
Oh, you're just seeing that?
Sleep deprived, nigga.
Bro, I've been seeing that shit for years.
Oh, I've seen other things. Like, I have this very vivid memory of me when I was younger, where I used to see like dismembered body parts in my house.
Here I just had a bird problem.
Yeah, like that isn't a joke. I remember like I walked into my room one time and I saw like a dismembered leg just lined up against the wall, and I just remember running out and like telling my parents about it. And I was like crying because I was terrified. I was like, what, 11 at the time, and I saw that. And like, I'm gonna keep it 100. If you ask this to my parents, they will say the exact same thing.
Go to a mental hospital.
You belong in a psychiatric ward. But what? No. Am I really just the picture of the guy in like a rubber room with the caption saying "I got too silly"?
Yeah.
Cody, are you a surge victim?
Like the game?
No.
Uh-oh.
Specify.
What do you mean, surge victim?
I heard of that like being used as a way to tell some like it was somebody insulting somebody else, right? Also, I didn't mean it like as an insult, Cody. I was just asking out of curiosity
That's
to
a
see what you would
weak-ass
say.
fucking insult, if anything.
Oh no, it's not. It's a layered insult, if anything.
Well, what does it mean?
It says that you are a gay man who went to a gay bar and were a victim of somebody going into it and shooting at you. And shooting up the gay bar.
Okay, even with
So,
context...
Money, are you a cert?
Even with context, the surge victim sounds like a weak-ass, bitch-ass insult, dude. I'd laugh in your face.
Yeah, it does still seem like a weak-ass fucking insult, but like...
Shooting victim would be more apt.
It's more along the lines...
would be more effective, actually.
Okay, Money.
Look, most gay men wouldn't understand what the fuck you're saying. I'm just saying. I mean, look at me. I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Self-incriminating. Ain't no... Money, go brush your teeth right now.
Caught on stream.
Money, go brush your teeth right now.
Nah, I don't wanna.
Money, stick out your tongue real quick. No, do the whole thing. Go get a tongue scraper. Go brush your teeth, man.
What's wrong with Money's tongue?
Bro, it was like green when he pulled it out.
Green?
Green?
It was like green or yellow. Regardless, go get a tongue scraper.
Oh, shit.
Alright, last we left off, it was Drivius' turn, so...
Bro's got an ecosystem in there.
Oh, have you started?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're starting?
Let me just,
I thought I was gonna get a heads up when you finished, because I full on just pulled up that and I started gaming.
Sigma,
So I'm gonna take your advice from like
Sigma.
2 weeks ago. I'm gonna look in my mind.
We can make it better.
Elaborate.
We don't have the right.
Oh no, you said you
Did you say there's a white orb in his mind?
said to look in my mindscape.
First, you have to do your physical actions, then we can get to your actual mental resistance. But good on you. I thought we were going to go a few more rounds before you decided to try to break out.
Hold on, I gotta figure out my 'cause I think it's only like a couple more turns until like I actually start losing shit. All right. So that okay, well. Ah, fuck. What's my? Hey Soma, does a 32 hit?
Oh.
Does a 32 hit? I rolled 2 18s.
Yeah, that hits. I don't think you need to ask.
Alright, I'm not doing all these fucking rolls with my dice. I'm just gonna pull up a dice roller.
What's your gooning level? Mine's pretty strong.
Money, do you really want me to give you a goon sphere?
Please fucking don't.
If anything, give it to Liaris.
I thought we were in the middle of combat. What are you saying about goon this, goon that? Focus on the big minotaur in front of you.
Oh, there's something big, alright.
If you want to know context, look at Meat Canyon's newest video.
I'm not going to look at me, Kenya.
You're not gonna look at me, the canyon? No!
Julius, touch this man.
What's the damage, big boy?
Fuck you, I can't calculate everything.
Oh.
Because I'll take this time to open up all my character sheets.
So that's
How much did you say this character commission cost you again?
the chibi art.
No, the regular art.
I'll text it to you.
Bro, how big is the fella?
Pretty big.
Would you say he's massive?
If we use the rule charts here, like just from the grid, he's 45 feet wide.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
Pretty tall.
Pretty.
Okay, but if you had to give me a number in driv units, I don't know.
He is the size of one Drivius.
154 damage, please.
Halved.
Why is all of it halved?
Where's radioactive?
One of the funny benefits from being in like the transformations that I got going on is I take half damage.
Alright, so
I should also realistically be like
Just
a
half
little
damage
bit
from
bigger.
everything?
Yeah. I mean, what is the damage that I'm taking anyways? Like, what element is it?
It's a bunch of different things. That's why I'm confused.
But I'm not using the element right now. This is just like fucking sword swing.
Oh. Then it should be magical cutting.
Yeah, I'm resistant.
Okily dokily.
Half is 77. I'm gonna swing on him again.
Why are you swinging so much, you?
What extra attack does to a motherfucker?
quick! Hit him with your giant club, Drivius!
Which
That's it. Oh, okay. He's gonna take 226 damage. I crit.
okay.
So half of that.
That's 113.
Okay.
Bro is
Will that be
swing
all?
maxing.
Sure, I ain't trying to torment my friends any longer.
Oh god damn it.
Oh, we should have told Mike. We should have told Mike.
Well.
No,
shit.
everything's wrong now.
Fix the stream.
Oh, we
fix
should
the
have told him. We should have
stream.
told him.
Hold on, I'm fixing the stream. I'm fixing the stream.
Mike, watch your mouth.
I'm just here to watch. I'm muting myself, remember?
Oh, still, if you're gonna talk, just watch your mouth. We're streaming right now.
I will. Apologies for not joining earlier. I did not see Cody's message till literally 5 seconds ago.
That's fine. Don't worry.
I sent you a message.
The everyone get in chat now.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check on my assignments since I am not done with my finals yet.
Definitely say you do not look how I imagined you.
Who? Me?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I'll be
I've never
honest.
seen you before.
I imagine you looking pretty close. A mixture between Cody and Money. You were the demon love child of those
You know
two.
what's so funny is you look so offended. You didn't even look bothered when you said me, but when you said fucking Money, you just look so baffled. You look
He
so
just
offended.
called you in the most complicated way manner. He called you fat and black.
You are the offspring of a Cuban and an Irishman that has been whitewashed.
I feel like I just insulted 10 generations of his ancestors.
You are a mixture, based
In
on what
2
he
minutes.
said, of
In
a
2
gay
minutes.
black Cuban and an Irish.
Man, I thought you would look more
Not
like,
gay,
you know, a mix of
bisexual.
Cody, I sleep, and Money.
His look.
Yo, you actually had me baffled when you said that second half.
You're the demon love child of both of them. That is how I imagined you would look.
You got me fucked up. You think I'm ever laying with that?
All right, Cody, you know what to
Person.
do.
Jody,
For your love.
For the fact that you're streaming,
Fuck,
I
we're
won't
streaming, I
say
can't
this
do
now,
that.
but I'll say it. I'll say it here in a bit when you're not.
So to do something, but wait, we're streaming. I can't do that.
Money, you look like a purple Little Trees car freshener.
Shut up before I slap it on your tongue.
What does he mean
You are
by
on
this?
stream, weird champ.
Yeah. Also, new headset, Money?
No, that's it. Yeah.
When did you get a new headset?
A while ago. I told you I got a new headset a while ago. It was $40.
When?
Like
I didn't even know you had a new headset.
Because you forget everything I tell you.
Bro spent $40 on
Yo.
a fucking headset, but not on basic hygiene.
I mean,
Not gonna lie, my face just looked like Scuba Suit
Hey.
when I insulted him.
Hey.
Money, go brush your teeth.
I'm actually gonna go brush mine after we're done.
Alright, so that'll be all, Drivius?
Yes, trying to make it not as hard as I'm. Not my mind.
So would you end your turn?
Do I need to use like my bonus to go into my mind, or is it a free
Do you end your
action?
turn?
Yes.
Alright, give me a second.
Bro muted.
Hey, Cody, check your phone.
Lingang guli 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 wa.
It's easy to think of Italy as nothing more than spaghetti, garlic bread, and
What the
Parmesan
fuck,
cheese.
Mike?
But a quick look at the history reveals they invented fascism.
also, just to let you know, Mike, because I like fucking you with you. You spelled herd wrong.
Oh, I know. I just didn't care enough to go in and correct it. By the way, sorry about that. I just dropped a knife.
That was a knife.
Yeah, I got a set throwing knife sent by my.
Well, since you
PC. I
end your
just
turn,
picked one up to
Drivius,
move it.
I guess we'll get to your mind stuff next turn. But hey, I asked you on end your turn. Mr. Necromancer himself will continue to eat some popcorn.
Guys, look, it's the man himself.
Bro is munch maxing. Lagen shall no
Is that fucking Abe Lincoln?
I think that's Abe Lincoln.
Look at his
U.S. President Abraham Lincoln?
It's Abraham Lincoln. Look at that. It's Abraham Lincoln.
Is he currently at a show right now? Up at a balcony area?
He's on TikTok Live.
Bro
It's
is
a
in
picture.
DC. Bro is in DC right
It's a
now.
picture. It's a picture, but he's on
Hey,
TikTok
Scubas, got a question. Where are you sitting right now?
Don't mind that. Money, it's your turn.
Oh, yippee! Oh, yippee! Yippee! Finally, it's my turn,
Fuck, I could have
guys.
used my bonus to like set my keys for that money.
Yeah.
Just do I have a legendary action?
What'd you say?
Fuck you holding the fuck?
Ooh, I was about to flip the bird, but I can't because we're streaming.
Cody!
Cody just did that.
No. Flipping the bird's fine. The way I do it isn't.
Oh yeah.
Scubas, I'm gonna need to see how you flip the bird after this.
You mean this?
Wait, I have an idea. Hold on, I'm just gonna move my camera off to the side. Okay. I have hidden my face on stream. Let me pull up Discord.
What are you streaming on right now?
Just YouTube. I forgot to set up the Twitch. But that's how I do it. That's how we get it done.
Okay, just a reminder, Scubas, how much crush energy do I still have left?
Currently, you're in single digits.
Single digits. Understood. Opening up my that's the
Cody, look at what I sent you.
not what I need.
Scooz, what's your YouTube tag?
I'll just put the I could just put the link.
Shit, how do I? Oh yeah, here we are.
'Cause I looked up Scubas and the first thing I see is Scubas
No.
makes his
I
teacher
made a
proud.
separate channel for this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just look up like the Woven Tale or something, and then check streaming.
Yeah, it's right there. I see it.
Okay, where is it? What am I trying to look for here? Oh, not.
Kind of wish I had a fifth monitor, or even a fourth monitor, or a third monitor for that matter.
Or a fifth, or a sixth, or
I'm
seventh?
so glad I muted.
Oh,
Okay.
Wheat burn.
Mhm.
Alright, give me a
So
second.
there's a slight delay.
Just find it here.
Of course, there's a delay. It's a stream.
My bad. What am I getting?
Is it no?
Besides, delay or not, money's still taking forever on his turn.
That's fine. Need to go Renegade Town off my stepmom real quick.
Okay.
Magnus, stop. Do what you gotta do, man. Hurry up.
Well, now I have to wait for Cody because he has to do a roll. Anyways, I'd like to use Serene Implosion.
Okay.
I don't know how much I have, but since on Magnus says
You have
it's
about
8,
8.
so I can do 8 Serene Implosions then. Since
Okay.
Wheat Burn reduces its curse energy like consumption by like how much again?
It was by half.
Half?
Rounded down.
Yeah, okay, so half rounded down. So yeah. Serene Implosion I can do 8 times. And that is 20 feet. How far is Cody? Or like Drivy is? More than 20 feet. Actually, from Weeburn. Okay, Weeburn is exactly 20 feet away from Drivius. Would that connect?
Yes, that would still connect.
Okay, for the effectiveness of the effect, would it be better if I got closer or just if it just hits?
If it just hits.
Okay, epic. So I'd like to Serene Explosion.
Oakley dokley.
Drivius.
Ah.
I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. And I guess the Necromancer took since he's in the radius. Do I need to roll
Con
it?
saving throw?
Con, yeah.
That's cool. Let me roll my dice.
What was my DC again?
Oh yeah, Scoobage, you eat that strawberry.
What the fuck are you saying?
There's a 19 save.
If it's on the exact number for saving, does it count?
If it's on the exact number, it saves.
Okay, yeah, you save. So you're only gonna take half of. Damn! Damn! 8d10. Half of 8d10 damage. Where do I roll, Scubas? Round table, city square?
Baldurian Caves.
Where the fuck is Baldurian Caves?
Is that not what it's called? Oh, it's just caves.
Jose, take it off.
Just called Cave.
Booga booga, Drivius. It's a job application.
Scubas, no!
You know what? That is mighty wild coming from you. Unemployed bozo.
I am literally a college student. I'm gonna take
Unemployed
the.
bozo.
I'm literally working in investigations and getting
Get that
paid.
money up.
I'm literally getting
Get
paid.
that money up.
I'm literally getting paid.
Literally get that money up.
I'm literally getting paid.
Funny enough, I need to see if my money hit my account today.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
It did.
Alright, will that be all for your turn, money?
Hold up, wait. I need to figure
Think still
something out. I pulled something. I put something aside for later, but I didn't do it.
It's the touches you.
Efficiency.
That MP3.
Efficiency and wisdom. Magnus is proficiency. 6.
This won't be too terribly long of a session, but so MCAT ends what? June 1st?
No, I take the test on May 31st. So June, like the second that day ends, I should be good.
I guess I gotta prepare for the marathon.
Yippee!
I could
I
just
was-
tell my family just like, hey, I got shit going on all day. Leave me alone.
I was telling Cody literally yesterday while I was on like doing exercise. I was like, man, I would love to have like a DnD like marathon post this like gigantic task that I'm gonna be dealing with. This Herculean battle.
49 cold damage.
He has to take how much cold damage?
49.
Oakley dokley.
Slight breeze.
You'll be taking.
I just imagined like magma. I just imagined Omalma turning blue, then doing that harmonica thing from like the guy from regular show.
Okay, buddy. All right,
Okay,
money.
quick Julius's
what does
direction.
the crow sound make? I'm asking because it's a sound in the server, and I don't want to accidentally activate.
Look, money.
Gamble responsibly.
Why don't you just do it?
It's in this server, but I don't want to do
It's
an
safe.
unskippable. It's safe. Okay.
It's safe.
Okay. Is that it?
I previewed it beforehand.
Okay. Okay. Thank God. Okay. So
Is that all
and
for your
then,
turn, money?
Oh wait.
Ome almost stunned, by the way.
Stunned?
Huh?
For
Why
what
are you
purpose?
stunned? Why are you stunned?
What no D&D for like 3 weeks does to a party.
Why are you?
Where were we last time, Scoobus? You were actually being touched by the butthole
This
tickler.
is a
A what?
29 hit.
I was actually gonna ask a question.
Yeah, 29
29.
hits.
What is he doing? It's still my turn
What?
though.
I don't think that matters in this case.
What do you mean doesn't matter in this case?
Bro has not heard of legendary actions.
Wait, no, I was about to do a ready action. Wait, no, you can't do this to me. Wait, no, how about time sacrifice? Let's go. Before anything else happens, can I ask my question, please?
What is your question?
So, artifacts are bounded by soul, right?
Your vessel. The relics are.
Okay, connected to the vessel. And Magnus's vessel is currently outside the body as a stand, right?
Yes.
Could Magnus use the rings out of body?
You'd be able to use the ring if it was already fired. That's the reaction you're going to have when you see this 8-ton of meat fly at you.
Hey, money. Hey, money.
What?
Hey, money.
What? No.
What's your total health?
What's my total health?
Total health.
I'm in the green, so probably a good number. 87.
You're gonna take 89 damage.
I'd like to react.
You're stunned.
I'd like Weber to react.
With what?
Open Alma is okay. I'd like. Are you slapping me with your shmee? I'd like to use Essence of Chaos as a reaction.
You're in for a rude awakening.
Why? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Does he know?
Scoobus? Speak to me, Scoobus. What's wrong?
Okay. So first of all, explain to me word for word what that does.
As a reaction, when you take damage, you may spend 1 curse energy to convert that damage type into fire damage, then regain hit points equal to half the fire damage dealt to you.
Unfortunately, tell me how much health your stand has. Tell me how much damage your stand's about to take.
I can't expect my stand's health because you put it as an object.
Yeah, because your stand doesn't have health. It's just you.
So I'd have 82 damage, 82 health right now. Both.
We
well,
burn
87.
would need to take the damage.
We burn.
Technically, they both are taking the damage.
That's
My
true.
punches
Reburn
are
can heal the
AoE.
damage it takes, but not the damage Ome Alma takes. You're both going to take different instances of damage.
Can I not have we burn like body block the shloboinga boing?
Your choice of wording is questionable.
I'm not
All right.
hitting you with my cock.
So as the schlick schlock just starts heading towards you, correct?
It's not my penis.
So as this long, hard piece of what feels like it might as well just be metal starts approaching you, correct?
What is he swinging?
It's an unarmed action, bro.
Well, you know what else is unarmed? That club!
But even then, that's still AoE.
Oh.
You have to remember every attack he does now is AoE.
Wait,
Sorry,
no.
buddy. It was just too funny.
No, wait, no. Don't give me AoE.
Reaction can I
with
deflect? How the fuck are you gonna
fireball.
deflect it?
Okay, wait, there must be some other reaction.
Yeah, what is he saying?
I don't have anything else. Actually, I have. Could I create a reaction? I'm with the assumption. With the assumption.
Okay, start explaining that to me while that's happening. Drivius, since he's stunned, you have advantage. Roll again.
Oh no!
I was thinking.
And also
It's
remember,
still the
you
original
currently
thing.
have permanent advantage.
that since
So does that mean I have
Levain
triple
Yes,
advantage?
right
Does that have
now
advantage?
against Omeama, you have triple advantage.
can Levain react?
Doesn't matter. The first roll's the better one.
Scoobas, can Levain react?
Where's Levain right now?
In Alma,
And why can't Omeama react?
because he's stunned. But please, the idea is so banger.
Roll me a D100.
Oh, please let me get lucky.
If you roll on that one, I'm gonna lose it. What did he roll?
He rolled a 20. He rolled a 20. He didn't roll it help. I don't think it would help his case.
I really wonder what I'm seeing happen in real time.
I can't control the Boingo ball.
It's not my penis.
Well, you're not
Stop saying
specifying what it
penis!
is. You're not telling us what it is.
It's an unarmed
He is an
strike.
unarmed strike money!
Just because it's an unarmed strike doesn't mean you're Boingo boy. It counts as unarmed for me.
He's punching you.
You can punch. Actually, no.
Damn, skip his turn.
No.
DM, kill this man.
Okay.
Oh, but I was.
So with that
I
20,
was
what
gonna-
happens is, like, everyone's panicking. And by everyone, I mean all three of Omeama. All wondering what's gonna happen. Magnus is getting ready to block. To futile results. Maynell's mentally preparing to reintroduce himself to everyone in the spiritual plane.
No.
And Levain says, "Nah, let me cook." To which, upon trying to force his way, while you're stunned, causes multiple blood vessels to burst within your body as you collapse to the ground, bleeding.
Oh, I was gonna try to use blood lacing to control his Boingo boy and redirect it.
Unfortunately, you didn't
higher.
roll high enough on the rule of cool dice.
Oh no! This has
So
to
thanks to you
been-
taking this. So thanks to you falling to the ground, taking damage, and the order of operations here. Fortunately, thanks to Magnus's help, you don't take any damage when you hit the ground, or from the first initial burst of bleeding. In fact, you heal from it. Unfortunately, because you fell on Magnus, or Weburn, while he was preparing to absorb the blow of Drivius, you've just wasted it.
Is this how
To which
I'm
now
on-
Drivius's absolute mass of flesh begins to approach. as you see it breaking open the wind in front of you.
No.
As you are on the ground, we burn able to function, and Maynell and Levain only able to see through the semi-lifeless eyes of Ome Alma. This is crazy. But the fist continues to approach, Ome Alma. Your moments are coming to an end. Do you have any last words?
Scuba's here or
Here. Yeah, here.
Okay.
Do you have any last words?
No!
Well, there goes the last chance I tried giving you.
No, please!
This shouldn't kill him. This shouldn't fucking kill him.
No, it's only gonna down him. But all that happens is right before the blow lands, like from a certain show about bad things breaking. Right before the devastating blow, all you hear is Ome Alma go, "No!" You're not stunned anymore.
Fuck you. God damn it. Oh.
Oma, your turn.
That's one less person in the turn order right now, at least.
I can't believe this.
Jose.
I
Your
look so
turn
sad
to
right
see.
now.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Mwah, hasta mañana. Sorry.
Those must be some banging strawberries, bro.
No, bregando con cosas de la uni.
They're okay.
Is that a good bit? Never mind. I know the end from that reaction.
Okay.
That's a good berry.
What happened? I know that Oman was like about to get cooked.
He's downed.
Oh, I thought he died.
No. I thought he was about to die too. That's what
Man,
makes
you
it
thought
so
he
bad.
died and your only reaction was, damn, he's getting cooked?
I mean, I don't know.
This trivia's about to rock my shit, huh?
Okay, so whose turn is it right now?
Yours?
How tall is Jurius in feet?
I could pull up the official size chart if you want.
Over 80? Why?
Could I do that thing I told you? Like in the messages?
Roll a d100.
You want in the bot or physical?
I guess I'll take bot for this. Since I've had money
Yeah.
roll it on bot. Man, money
in
rolled 2 nat
caves.
20s. Isn't that so lucky? Now that's how you roll money.
Money's getting called out. I love it.
All right. Your last action, the last sauce. As you begin to pour in every soul, every ounce of energy, everything you have into this one last blast. I just have to confirm. You want to go in with this?
You make it sound like I'm making a bad decision.
I just want to make sure. In the ever kind DM I am, will follow your orders to the word. I just need you to tell me that you are sure.
Wait,
Okay.
explain. Hold on, wait. What is he doing? In his words?
I just have to get confirmation from Jose first.
Hold on. Repeat that?
I just have to get confirmation from Soma first.
What Soma said. What he's going to
Soma, do you want to go through with this?
Jose, how did you say this?
You're getting like I'll put on like a 15-second timer if you need more time to think. 14.
Oh wait, hold up. That wording is
13,
hold up. Wait, wait.
12,
Obviously,
11,
not every soul. It's
10,
like obviously not every soul.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Drivius,
4, 3,
push past your limits.
2,
Let's do it.
1.
Let's
Oh,
do
so
it.
you want to go through with this? Okay. So since you want to go through with this, you've been wondering if you'd ever need something like this. A final last-ditch attack where you put in every spell, every ounce of mana, every single reishi point. Right? I don't know how to pronounce it. Every single soul you have, even your own.
It's why I wanted to change the wording. I meant as everything in the lamp.
You begin to pour everything you have as your vessel quickly dries up. Not an ounce of liquid left in it. And yet you continue anyway. If there isn't enough to pour out, then by all damn it, you're gonna crack down your vessel and put whatever you have into this attack. Roll me another D100. I just need to confirm you're not gonna just like detonate and kill money in the process.
I lost the chat for rolling. Hold up, wait.
Caves.
Okay.
Good enough.
Oh.
Anyway. I'm gonna say you shoot this out in a general unconcentrated beam. Straight towards Drivius, which would annihilate like anything behind him. And is something the matter, Money? Is there an issue, buddy? Is there perhaps something behind Drivius that you care about?
Surely you mean like oh, I can't fucking draw right now.
Scubus, could you give us a shape of how this would look like?
Yeah, you got it, boss.
I'm refreshing the page.
Just that
Hold up.
far, or
Is it only that far?
Hold on. Oh, I can't draw past the borders.
oh no.
Would it be out of curiosity, Scubas? Normally, just a regular Grand Ray Zero reaches 100 and like around 100 to like
How far
150-ish
is it?
feet range.
This will end
Oh.
up hitting probably due to how wide it is, it won't go that far. So you don't have to worry about too much damage. It'll just go about like 160 feet.
And to say a grande settle.
So about move before you kill fucking Cook.
It's too late.
No.
It's too late.
Already in motion.
Can I have like my psyche breakthrough to somehow try and protect Kukla and Lesnae?
Roll the d100 for me
I was-
real quick.
I was
With
gonna hit a
advantage
Piccolo.
due to your new item. But
With
But-
what?
with advantage due to your new item. But Money, is there you seemed worried about something other than Lasnay and Kukla. Is there something
No, I just thought since how Jose how some of us
Were you scared that something 147 feet away might get hit?
Damage has yet to be rolled, by the way.
Damage is Oh, there was no rolling to be done.
Oh.
Hey, Cody, can I have you check your phone again real quick?
God damn it. Could I have triple advantage?
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
Please, DM. Give me another advantage roll, DM.
Oh, unhinged and maid. Now's not the time to send me a friend request.
Dude, I
Oh,
sent
that's
that like 30
that's-
minutes ago.
That's you. My bad, original.
Alright, anyway.
My dude, I sent
So
that
as
30
we
minutes
cut
ago.
to the
You just
mindscape
got
of
it?
little old Drivius, it's just him in his stupid, dinky little cage as he shakes it. No! No! No!
No! No!
And yet they don't budge. Okay. I have an offer now to give to the entirety of the party as a whole.
Mhm.
I could let Drivius have another D100 roll. But this will cost you. What? I can't say. But it will cost you.
The $2 bill I slide into his DM.
Here's my question. If he
Yes.
doesn't take this, if okay, this is affecting the whole party, I take it, right? Or just Drivius?
This will affect just Drivius.
Okay.
But
Here's my question.
I think it's good for you as a party to discuss whether or not to accept.
Okay. Follow-up question. If he doesn't take this, do Lesnae and Kukla just get ash babied?
You have to remember that what Lasnay has, Lasnay will be fine. His main everything is still with the Necromancer. Kukla, on the other hand, well, maybe the Necromancer happened to have everything positioned that way Lasnay would lose all sort of will to resist. But who's to say whether or not that was something the Necromancer would plan? He's a pretty dumb guy, right?
You
I take it if you say that it's something that we should discuss as a party. This is a pretty major, important thing.
It's only
That
as
will affect
major as you make it.
I don't want to botch the roll. That's what I'm so scared of. Roll is RNG based, bro. Especially
We
with
could
the
make it
box.
guaranteed at a higher cost.
The $20 bill I send.
Is there anything stop? Okay. Okay, Scubas. I don't have a spell slot. I don't think I could do that. Could I realistically? No, because I'm gonna be like, I'm completely like tapped out after this. am
Yeah,
I not?
you're completely tapped out.
and there's no chance for me to, you know, go into little tea time, get a Mystic Arcanum
Not
back.
in the middle of this.
No,
In fact,
but like,
you're gonna straight up just pass out after this.
yeah. So I can't do anything in terms of like.
Isn't he expunging everything? He's gonna go limp.
He's gonna become a vegetable, but
Like he's straight up gonna be like slash. Is he not?
It would have been even better if Money just fucking fell over all this shit.
you see the camera
just
fall down. All of his entire setup's atomized.
I just imagine the Two Mad falling image.
It's up to you guys.
What do you mean it's up to us? You're the
I
one who
trust
has
your
like,
judgment. I trust your judgment.
Look,
I don't want Kukla to die.
well, you know where I stand. 99% of gamblers quit before winning big.
Look, I wouldn't want them to die either. And there are just some unknowns that I'm uncomfortable with.
Listen, it's either this or a Sensuke was like $10 of a Steam gift card.
Hey, Magnus.
Hey, I'm just
your
offering a
Steam.
deal not as the dungeon master, but as a character in the world, as a little clock, if you will. There's something the matter, Money.
No.
As a little clock.
No. Why would a clock baby scare me? What clock baby? I know none such character.
How'd you know it was a baby?
Did he just break an NDA?
Go on, Money.
Because such a character sounds so weak that it might as
Did
well
he just
go
break an
Goo Goo
NDA?
Gaga.
Did you just break an NDA?
Please don't tell me you just broke an NDA.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you just break an NDA?
What NDA? I don't have one.
Money.
I just got back and all I hear is broken NDA. Money, I'm gonna assume it's you. What'd you do?
What a session, am I right, lads?
Oh no.
Bombastic side eye.
Man, this water sure is great.
Check DMs, Money.
Money is tweaking right now.
Why do I feel like someone did something fucking stupid?
Storm in basic training is being like he just felt like a disturbance in the force. Cody, look at what's the chat that we like? What's the general chat here? Is it just City Square? Yeah, okay. Cody, look at the chat.
If you're unsure what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about, Money.
Man, the silence is deafening.
Silence will be the only thing he'll be able to provide for a while.
Okay, what just happened to him in world?
Unfortunately, you are not able to visibly see anything that happens to him. You would have if he was awake. On the plus side, he'll still get to party with you guys and go on adventures. And by the way, Money, you're still under NDA. Anywho, now that we've gotten that taken care of, what do y'all say about that deal offered earlier?
Jose and I have the same response.
What's with that face, Cody?
Oh, Money, you actually can't speak.
Yeah, I saw he's muted. And he's also two-matting right now. Can you learn how to sign? Are we gonna have Ome Alma sign language arc? Aww. I was gonna say, with all his arms, would that be a speech impediment or just, multiple accents?
I feel like it would be more of a stutter.
A stutter's a good one. Curious?
99.
Vivius, what do you want to do?
99.
It's your call. I was thinking, this combat sure is going on. I wonder if I can do something.
So, you go through with it? The deal, that is. Would you like 1 extra roll? 2 extra rolls? 3? Maybe just a guaranteed chance? What's the jib here?
$5 Steam gift card for an extra roll.
You are a
serious.
fate breaker. Break your fate. Push past your limits.
Are you sure?
It's up to you, man.
Would you like
Does it do
another one?
anything?
The threshold's
Let's
at
do that.
70.
Let me send you the $5.
You know, you could have just taken like the punishment in D&D. Like, you don't have to send me $5.
I think he would rather.
Yeah, but like punishment
pay
in
the-
your terms is like basically losing a character. So yeah.
Punishment in Scuba's terms is like, who wants another year-long adventure? Who wants to go out to the sticks to go reclaim Money's voice?
Who wants more character development, kids? Don't worry, Uncle Scoobus has enough character development to keep you all well developed for the rest of your lives.
Oh, my Alma is. Is he unconscious right now?
There's the first $5.
This is actually fucking Okay, well,
What
no
a session,
punishment,
am I right?
but were the $5 that worth it?
Yes,
What a session.
I got an 89. Okay.
Okay. Anywho, so then what that means in this case is we cut back to your mindscape. And you begin to lose hope. This cage has not budged at all this entire time you've been there. And you have to do nothing but watch all of your friends one by one fall. First, well, Oswald was never a friend. He was
An acquaintance.
inexperienced. But regardless, he's no longer with us. Then Ome Alma fell, as his body spazzed out a tiny bit due to some unknown reason. And now you have to watch Soma as he pours in his everything just to save you. Or kill you. All in the same respect. But then you begin to see something. Visions within your own mindscape. Constructs that you have made to bring you a glimmer of hope. Those you've adventured with in all of the party, everyone except for Cole is there. And then you see your wife. What could be your potentially future kids? And you see the person who took care of you for a while. As he says such an inspiring line to you. Someone who you saw as a father figure. I am a mighty sorcerer. My name is Good Joe. I am a gnome. As his vision flickers by.
Could it please be fucking translated?
You see his daughter, whom you haven't seen in ages. In your mind, still looking the same as the day you left. And you feel a hand on your shoulder. And you see a familiar face. Lasnay there, to give you words of encouragement. Would you like to roll perception?
What was the roll to understand the grunt again?
It was perception.
Oh, it was perception.
I'm dying inside the fact that all three of us had the exact same face the second that we just knew it was coming. My name is Gadrobe. I'm a mighty sorcerer. And all three of us just...
It's just like looking in the sky. It's just like cloud shaped like a job. I am a mighty sorcerer.
Does 17 do anything?
A 17?
Yeah.
You know, that works. So in that single, listen, Drivius. You can't let the fire in your eyes die out. The same fire that I have seen continue to burn in the heart of any storm, in the howl of any wind, in face of my father, the necromancer, despite him eating. You were not meant for such a timid nature, or such whispered words of defeat. You were forged in battle, Drivius. All that I have seen, hardened by the relentless trials that this world has thrown at you, of blood and dust. The world fears men who think, but it trembles before the men who can roar like you, Drivius. They will tell you to hold back, but you cannot listen to them, for they are nothing but the inner doubts you have within your mind, to sheath your fury like a caged beast in this manner. But you are better than this. Your rage is not something meant to be kept in, for there is something even stronger beneath all that rage that continues to fuel it. There is, and that's where your perception ends. That's all you get from my speech.
I'm so tempted to do the special finger.
What? Anywho. So, and then you feel a second hand on your shoulder. This is truly a face you have not seen in a long time. As he whispers a single sentence of encouragement. Let no one stop you, son. And before you can even turn around to fully take a look at his face, he disappears. As you now feel a new wellspring of energy flow within you, as you begin to bend the bars of this cage, freeing yourself, and you dive towards one of the energies, the one that most radiates hope. And then something special happens. You've come to a conclusion, Drivius. Despite all of your power, a lot of it comes from relics. Relics you've grown too reliant on. Relics where you walk a path set by someone else. Where you are just to follow in some other person's footsteps. You are the fate breaker. You are not meant for such a fate. You are meant to forge your own path in life, Drivius. Meant to take the reins of fate itself into your own hands as you mold your own future for your nation. You, Drivius, no longer let your ego consume you, as someone else once had. You, Drivius, are back to a Saiyan. One of hope. And you, Drivius, begin to transform. As you shrink down rapidly. Let me go do the changes on Tarask. Down to a size you've never been in quite a while. No longer a bloody ape, no longer raging, but in a state of some sort of inner peace. You're no longer an Ultra Ego, no longer in any form of Super Saiyan. In the face of this great big attack, there's only one thing left in you. Absolute defiance. As your form begins to take some shape of some sort of burning, unstoppable force, all of your fur and hair begins to darken to a deep crimson red, with some sort of black streaks running through it, glowing like the burning embers from the heart of a volcano. With the tips of your hair continue to flicker around with dark flames, as if your edges are all being pulled apart by some force lifting you up. Your skin now a canvas of fiery red and ash black, something Omeyama could only hope to achieve, as though your very body were made of burning coals. Your veins beneath your skin pulse with a molten aura. Blood red, glowing with the heat of an inferno that refuses to be extinguished despite anything that gets thrown at it. With your aura of Ki now being, or I guess Chi being a dark fiery energy crackling with the sparks of your undying rage. And again, absolute defiance towards all odds. This is your version of Ultra Ego. This is your absolute defiance. As you begin to put your palm out in front of you and split the beam like Moses in the sea, saving those behind you. Now, not so much those diagonally behind you, but there was no one there. Except for one. But that's for later. And as this beam disperses, as you have freed yourself from being a bloody ape under the influence of this horrific moon placed upon you by this invading blood herald, the energy leaves you as you revert back to your normal size of being huge. And you begin to fall unconscious. As does Soma, completely drained of all energy. Unfortunately, the beam that was split, half of it does hit somebody. Somebody pretty close. It hits Slime Wife. Or at least it would have. Instead, all it hits is Slime Wife's cocoon, sending Slime Wife inside of her cocoon, flying off somewhere, as the sort of pool of gelatinous material begins to disperse, now that Slime Wife has been punted thoroughly through the sky. Before you all fully slip away from consciousness, you can only hear one last line. Damn, y'all fuckers pretty dramatic. As you look over and the necromancer's just finished eating his popcorn. Alright, after this will be followed by a short time skip for when y'all wake up. Because everybody's down right now.
How long?
I'll have to see, we'll have to roll. But so before I say anything else, I'll be sending you information in regards to your new forms. They're still, like, mechanically, they're still under, like, work. But you've lost access to Uzaru, Super Saiyan, your God Key, and your Ultra Ego. Instead, you'll have a permanent state of kindling embers, 3 stages of radiance, the capability to become a Soul Saiyan, which would be your equivalent of God's Super Saiyan God, a Radiant Saiyan, which is a combination of being a Soul Saiyan in your Radiance, and then your 2 choices of super forms, ultra forms, if you will. Of the one you just saw, Absolute Defiance. And a one you've yet to see, Complete Hope. So, do be ready for that. You will be losing access to stuff like Final Flash, though.
Bro, we got Archie Drivius before GTA 6.
But you
Well,
are
for
now
a second-
free from the influence of Vegeta.
Let me just like message you that instead. I don't know if you want me to yap about it.
So yeah, I didn't have much cooked for this session, but I'd say this ended relatively well.
Same time tomorrow.
Because
I'm off tomorrow.
this will probably be the stopping point for this session. Thanks to everything that's just happened. But I hope you all enjoyed it.
What happens, like, if you can fill in the gap a little bit about between, like, you know, from here to when we wake up?
I'll have to see what happens. I can't give anything
Yeah.
concrete.
I'm assuming you'd have to like roll and then like figure
Yeah.
out when we wake up and then just like
Yeah. You guys will be... Money will be the first one to wake up, by the way. So I might do a solo session with just Money. Because you two are fucked. Money's just in
How
there.
messed up?
How messed up?
yeah, how messed up.
If I have to put this in terms of that you specifically, Jose, would understand, do you remember the arc where in Omniscient Reader where he was in the underworld?
Oh no! 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 No!
I'll leave that at that. And
What about
so,
me? Why am I so fucked up?
Wait, am I specifically like that, or is Cody also like that?
Cody's in a similar, like, in terms of like how serious it is, just not the same state. Cody, your body is wrecked. You won't have to wear your
no.
relic set anymore. But you are no longer able to wear any relic set anymore. Or attuned to any set. And and your body is in complete disarray at the sudden shift. Because the change in ki has just wrecked your internals.
Didn't he
There's
have,
a
like, the
reason
second heart
why
as well?
in absolute defiance, I mentioned that all of your vessels looked like they were pulsing with some sort of just magma. But
I thought you were talking about the other one, bro. I'd be like, that's not what I picked.
no. Absolute defiance. I had to make the split-second decision of did I want to show off absolute defiance or complete hope. But then I was like, absolute defiance makes more for this situation. of taking an attack head on. Because you'll have access to both, by the way, eventually. But what do I want to say in this situation? You are a star that won't go out. You are the star that won't go out.
Did he ascend to what I think he did?
I'll just leave you with that title, so to say.
Can I ask about, the elephant in the room ever since you started throwing omniscient reader stuff in here?
Sure.
How many fables does Drivius have?
I will not be answering that.
Do I need to fucking read this shit? I've never done anything with
You should read
Omniscient
this.
Reader.
You should read it. It's really good.
Send me a link now.
You should read this. It's
It's
really
just
good.
that Soma, I've read Omniscient Reader, Jose's read Omniscient Reader. And then,
I've read the entire web novel.
Yeah, and then he got money to read Omniscient Reader.
I guess I'll fucking read it now. I mean, I've heard about it. It sounds peak.
It's pretty applicable to things that are happening right now.
So do I have a new title now? Or is my title still the same?
So you have...
Or do I just have another title?
You have another title.
Yeah.
What
A
is
sort
it?
of legend
So
about
I can...
A sort of legend about you. I'm
What
sorry,
is
all
your
the talking
title?
almost made me just straight up vomit all the strawberries I ate. But anyway, yeah, a sort of legend around you, a sort of fable, if one could say.
Oh my
What's this?
goodness.
What's the title so I can add it to my sheet and then
Omniscient
boost my own
Reader's
personal
Viewpoint.
ego?
No, he's asking. Are you not asking about the fable or just like the webtoon?
Oh,
No. I'm assuming do I have an actual another title or can I just not find out yet?
you can put it as a title, yeah. The star that won't go out.
Man, what a party, huh?
Said to exist where everything else would fade.
I'm gonna just do the star that won't go out for now. I don't have
Yeah,
enough
the star
room to
that
buy
won't
shit.
go out.
Wait. So, what happens with the Vegeta gear? What happens with all that stuff?
Visually, it simply just turns into flakes of light and just disperses into the wind.
So it's not even on me anymore. The
No.
M, the
You're
set,
naked now.
gone.
Visually, if anything, it looked like you burned it away while in absolute defiance.
Oh. Do I lose the stat bonuses?
Yes.
Oh, I'm about to take an L in my stats.
I have a pretty important question that pertains to the survival of Soma's continued existence.
I will say, you'll be losing stats, and then you'll also be gaining stats thanks to your new form of key. Hopeful key, if you will, on the nose. So the stats you'll lose in the altogether, the stats you'll gain, I'll tell you now, are gonna balance out the stats you'll lose.
So should I even change anything right now?
You
or
have a
like,
net
are we
neutral in
gonna
stats. Just get rid of the Vegeta stuff.
So your stats don't change, basically.
Your stats don't change.
It's just
You just lose access to basically another thing that's happening is you never knew key control. Not a single ounce of it.
Oh.
Remember that whole speech I gave about being too overly reliant on the relic?
Yeah.
Despite having a stronger form of key, you are still back to step 1. Not even 1. You are at step 0 of key mastery for babies. So while your potential, your max has been increased, you're set back quite a bit.
The Drivius training arc gonna go crazy.
it's just gonna turn into like a 2-year time skip training arc or something.
Also,
But
do I
yeah,
hear anything?
how'd you like the little speeches I gave? Not
Fuck you, just
Resi.
Pretty epic. I have a very terrifying question. You're telling me I'm, you know, shattering?
Yeah, basically. That's a good equivalent, yeah.
Did I
Your
did I
vessel
hear
is in
anything?
indeed well in the same way his like you know how his fables are in danger and all that jazz, his like incarnation and whatnot. But
Yeah.
for you it's your vessel. Now thanks to your emotional state, you don't have to worry about turning into a witch. That'd be a whole different problem. Or a wretch, I mean. But just don't let that thing break. Fully anyway.
The how,
How?
how will this affect my sword? Since that's tied to my being.
This actually ties in heavily to your sword. After all fractured things can be reformed.
Two questions.
Questions.
Did I hear anything from Vegeta before he basically passed on?
Acceptable.
He got acknowledged by his idol. He got acknowledged.
Two. Did my sword grow stronger?
Yes.
Am
That'll
I gonna
come
have
later
to
too.
wait?
I
Yeah.
have a question.
I will
have a
say
question.
this is you fracturing your vessel actually worked out perfectly for me, Jose. Just
How
because
so?
then that's more reason for why your sword's the way your sword is.
True. I mean, I already had Kintsugi like cracks along my skin.
I know, but
because
it just feels it more.
no, yeah, I get it.
Gives more just I needed to link it all together. I needed to cook.
Hey, I'm just saying this session kind of worked out pretty well. I was telling Money on the on the phone while I was on the drive home. I'm like, you know, it would be a really cool idea, like tag teaming abilities. And then I pitched an idea to him, and he was like, yeah, that wouldn't really be a tag team, because it's just like me imbuing an attack for you with additional effects.
The tag
So
team
it'd be
in
like more
question.
buffing it up.
Ah!
And I was like, Originally, I was thinking of the reason why I kept asking, like, you know, how tall is Drivius, is that originally I was gonna fly up as high as I could and then come crashing down with like the sword imbued with it, like all the power and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and just come down in like one giant slash. But this worked out equally well. Side note, I ask, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this thing again, am I?
Not for a long like there's a potential you could do it again. Not that I'd ever recommend it. Technically, you could do it again the moment you wake up. But if you mean do it again safely, no, not for a while.
Money or not fucking Scubas. You said this like 2 sessions ago. When I split the beam just now, one hit the slime wife. Where did the other go?
Who's to know?
You said there's other people coming back.
Did I just evaporate a bunch of people that were on the way back? Hey, Scubas, out of curiosity, has the character
Okay.
graveyard grown?
I will say, the beams did end up traveling further. But two things happened. One, I'll not say who you eviscerated, but I will say who stopped the beam. chief of security decided, why not come back? I gotta get my paycheck before I left. And so he was walking about, like, as he is hit full front and center with the beam.
Is he okay?
He's perfectly fine, despite the heart attack he immediately suffered. But due to his unique constitution, he's fine because the only thing that could happen to him is just suffering a heart attack like that. But then comes the second issue. If there's one thing I've mentioned about Fox, it's that he redirects it. And he has to be very careful about it. Or else even taking a step forward or trying to, say, hypothetically, stand up could cause issues. So Fox is fine. He's having a heart attack about 3,000 meters in the air or something. But he'll survive the impact. There just happens to be a giant crater now in the middle of, like, fuck all off to the side of Avantgardist. All you guys get, like, all you guys will get to see later, or like all the Necromancer sees now, is like just a giant fucking dust mushroom. So, none of the NPCs got eviscerated, but I'll leave it at that. At least Fox managed to stop it.
Hey, Scuba, side note, your screen on Discord is glitching the fuck out.
Oh no, my cameras tend to do that.
Is.
That's why I
His
have to
camera
replace my
does that all the
camera every
time.
few months with like an equally cheap camera.
Bro,
Yeah,
you
no, I
should
was
just buy an
sitting here
Allura
watching
Luck.
this, and
I
it
should just buy
static
I should
going
just buy
across it.
one more expensive camera rather than all these cheaper ones.
No. Like, you don't even have to get an expensive one. Just next time you're like at Office Max, just buy like an Allura Luck. That's what I have, and it was a pretty cheap camera, and it's
Alright.
never failed me.
Noted. But yeah, any other
Alright,
questions?
now, I know I'm not playing, but side note, did I hear you, Soma, say Gran Rey Cero earlier?
Yeah, don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
does he know?
Okay.
Does he
okay.
know?
So
Well, I
so
know
you
what that
see
means, and
what Jose
Dang.
here is trying to do is he's trying to make a funny thing called Watashi no Soul Society.
I'm trying to make the Soul Society. I'm trying to make the Seirete.
you know what? Approved.
Hmm?
I'd like it. That'd be awesome.
Approved.
I am glad he got it. Okay, so I will. Fuck.
I
No,
will
just
say
wanted
I'll
to
have your
bounce him on
stuff
that.
done hopefully by the next session, unless the next session's like tomorrow or something. In which case it will not
Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm available tomorrow night.
All right, so I still gotta ask. What were the 3D100s about?
I
feel
tend to
that's a
use
one-on-one
I tend to
conversation.
use like regular dice and we play normally, and then like in moments where it's like rule of cool or something, but like for Trivius, like a last ditch effort, that's where he rolls the D100s.
Oh no, I mean you had me roll 3D100s.
Oh, those are the boons.
Those were what I call boons. Basically, that's how much I'm going to be able to put into you being Alucard.
Yes, and Mike, you got good fucking boot.
Yeah, just so you know, I had Cody roll it for me because I do not own a D100.
I have to. You do want. Okay, I will say, which Alucard do you want?
Be specific. Be
When
very
you say
specific.
which one? Do you mean actual Alucard?
Do you want like biblically accurate Alucard? Do you want like Helsing Ultimate Alucard? Do you want like
Castlevania Alucard.
yeah Castlevania Alucard?
Taking off his fucking board.
See, if I say Helsing Ultimate, that could also lead into a bridge, and at that point, that's fucking broke. I'd say Helsing Ultimate Alucard myself.
I already
That
see this
makes
going in a
more-
very clear direction. You're gonna
Alrighty
start
then.
off as Alucard and you're gonna end up as Dante.
Maybe.
Like
Yeah, more than likely.
halfway through, you're
And
gonna be like, "Hey, what are
Money?
these pistols?" And it's just
You're
ebony and
allowed to
ivory.
talk out of character, never in character again.
Can talk
Again?
out of character, never
Never again?
Wait.
Well,
Is
technically
Omeama-
not never, but for the foreseeable future. Not until conditions are met that money could normally, at this point, probably tell you about. Unfortunately, he can't.
So Omeama's just mute from this point onwards, and if he can't do sign language, I take it he just
Specifically.
can't communicate in any way, shape, or form.
All speech shall fail. All written
What about
language
telepathy?
shall unravel. All gestures lost. Body itself turn against them, so you can't even use body language.
So he just can't fucking communicate at
He has
all.
lost all forms of communication.
So he's not like
He can
dumb or
can
anything.
communicate. It just can't be
communicate.
anything verbal, written, or like anything in regards to like his body or actions.
The telepathy's on the table for that, then.
I take it that if I try to look into his mind, it's gonna just get nullified.
It's gonna go.
Or...
That would go under the speech due to how his mind works.
How
Fair
could he
enough.
communicate, or would he have to like figure that out?
He can only. He'll either have to find a way to. There are multiple ways to break the pact. Up to money.
Money. Learn how to write in Braille.
Ooh, by his face,
It's written
I'm
language, you
assuming
fucking dumbass.
I'm assuming that's not a good idea with the look that just came across his face.
You know, I'll give you guys. I'll give you guys. One of the methods. One of the methods to break the contract. Article 4, Section 4.1, Part 2. If the recipient ceases to exist completely.
Would fading into obscurity and then being pulled out of obscurity?
The moment
Meet
he's
those
brought back,
criteria?
it's reinstated.
Okay, never mind. So we can't do anything backrooms wise there.
No, because
I
this will hold between planes too.
Man, money.
Money, you still
is he-
do get to keep the powers though.
I get to keep the non-disclosure legally distinct powers.
And you also do get to keep all the information. You just can't share anything anymore. You weren't supposed to anyway, but now you can't share anything.
So
Hey, money.
Will you,
If this makes you
Alma,
feel better.
take your new wife as your lawfully wed? Please say, I do.
It's Dracul again. He, instead of like always going left, he just never does an action that matches what he's actually trying to do.
You know what else is funny?
Actually, could I do last night's speech?
Elaborate?
Mm.
No.
No.
Well,
But,
that was my last idea.
But you know what's kind of funny? One of Money's top goals for this entire encounter was to make up with Slime Wife. To tell her that he loves her. That she is appreciated. That he even has a name to give her.
Oh,
Ooh.
please
money.
tell me he has this written down on a note.
He never wrote it down beforehand. Why would he?
Oh.
It's not like he'd lose his ability to speak.
So let's.
Hey, on
let's
the
just-
bright side, money. On the bright side, think about this. Now you legally can't break any more of the NDA via speech in character.
Technically, he
In
still
character.
can if he talks out of character.
Is this like a storm level like fuck up?
Not that bad. I just lost the ability.
The downside of the NDA is this is all. I'll say this was all one contained entity NDA. It's not like Storm where he was like whoring himself out to everyone he met.
I was
Okay.
selective.
So here's my question: is this something that's only going to affect Omalma or us as a party again?
The NDA breaking only affects me.
Yeah, breaking the NDA only affects him.
Okay. I'm curious to ask this in particular. Scubas, if you had to give like a dice count for the colossal beam that just hit Drivius in terms of damage, how much would you say it was?
It's only like 2d6 plus 2,000.
Okay, now Scuba's the real question. The real question. What kind of feat is this? Where do I now scale?
Okay, so first of all, that beam, that is large mountain level minimum. That would eviscerate a lot. And you single-handedly blocked that, meaning your defense, with how easily you block that, is at small country level.
Can he solo Goku?
No.
I'm still waiting for that. I'm still fucking waiting for that.
So
yeah,
here's my
now would be a
question.
really bad time to fight Goku, huh?
I heard you're pretty strong.
What does the
you never
necromancer
heard.
have to say about this?
Just Goku walks up to Darius next to him. I heard you're pretty sure.
What does the necromancer have to say about this?
You heard what he had to say about this. Damn, y'all dramatic as fuck. He was watching this all go down while eating popcorn.
You know, I really was debating on like trying to hit the necromancer, but I was like, I wonder if anything bad would come out of that.
He still does have Lesnae's infinite energy on him.
That is true. So bro will probably just be able to eat it.
So here's a question. Are Lesnae and Kukla just like terrified upon seeing the massive beam that almost
They
just
actually
deleted
could.
them?
They would not have been any of the wiser due to them being inside a building right now.
Would have they not like
I'm
heard of
assuming
it?
a fucking door is
They
open.
they heard everything, but they wouldn't have had enough time to react to the initial beam. It would have just been like, I love it. And then it's just like Gleam from fucking Smash Bros. Ultimate. Just evaporate.
Yo. Also, apparently Saudi Arabia like rolled out a mobile McDonald's for when Trump visited.
Based. Scubas, here's a question I've got real quick, right?
Are you still streaming?
Yeah.
A question I have, Scubas.
Holding back the words.
That was 2d6 plus 2,000, you said?
Mostly joking, but yes.
That wasn't using the imagination table.
I know.
Man, he should have used the imagination table.
If I had
numbers, bro.
If I had rolled imagination table,
The 4 times damage. It's just like the Blood Herald, just like descending. I've come. Stand ready for my arrival.
would that have actually?
Prepare for my.
Wait, what was the Blood Herald's reaction to all this shit?
Depending on what I roll, he's gonna be like, maybe some other time.
Is bro afraid?
Well, he was literally tweaking when, you know, the Blood Moon worked out more for me than for him.
And you also have to remember the main force in the nation right now is still the Necromancer.
Yeah.
Not just any Necromancer. Because if this was normal Necromancer, sure, so be it. But this is Necromancer after he got back with his other half and with Lasnae's infinite energy.
This isn't normal. I'm not your average necromancer anymore. I am the Lich now.
Just like stands in front of like the Blood Herald. You are strong, boy. But I am beyond strength. 13th level spell. Nut Twister.
You just said that.
They come in the
You just said that, Scubas, and the only thing on my mind was just the necromancer standing in front of the Blood Herald hitting the exact same pose as that Whitebeard picture.
It's just straight up like the Blood Herald's like, I pull up my spell. Whoever, it's like fearing all over again. Whoever has the higher mana, their blood has to follow. Blood Herald, kill yourself.
What?
What? Oh.
Just like the fucking image of the Netrunner.
So here's a question, Scubas. Is Kaz like aware of what was happening right now?
Yes, but he was unfortunately unable to come back in time. You did kind of do this just all out of the blue. You didn't do like, Kaz, stand ready for my self-destruction.
I just imagine Kaz is like, wow, this team's pretty.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh.
I'm trying to stop my friend from killing everyone. By trying
So
to
yes,
kill
I
him.
agree. We really should just eviscerate the Blood Herald and remove him from this plane of... I think my problems have solved themselves. Good day. Yeah. This was certainly a session.
I like how this entire session was just gonna start off with like, okay, let's pick up combat, guys, and it quickly escalated into, dude, every single power I have plus a little bit more, Drivius, and then just money raking his NDA, going mute, and then Drivius being like, power scaling go crazy.
I just imagine if we ever get famous, this shit's gonna be animated like, bro, watch the Woven Tale, it's peak. The peak in question is like the 2D images of like how they did like
I
that
know it's an orb for me.
It will be like a fucking video of
Bro.
like, bro, watch Berserk, it's peak. I want to be a hawk too.
It's just, dude.
There's got to
when I
be a
think of-
cutaway section of just like Ome Alma's just like Family Guy posed on the ground, and he just like starts jittering for a bit because he broke the NDA. Just like,
So I guess I'll ask a question, right? So
yeah.
for Ome Alma and for me, I know Cody's getting a power amp from this, but what about us two? Because my vessel just got cracked. and
Ome
this fella
Alma
can't
does get
speak.
a net positive power amp from this. You will be getting the sword eventually upon recovery. It's just you are currently dying right now, so once
Yeah,
you
I
finish
know.
dying,
Don't worry,
then you'll
Soma.
be able to get this.
I'll put you back together.
So right
So-
now,
Glue.
despite this, as same thing with Cody, basically, all of you have gotten your max power higher, but you're all very low right now.
Okay.
Especially because how money works due to his binding vows and whatnot. He has such a great wealth of cursed energy, but it takes him significantly larger to charge it all.
It takes long rest instead of short rest, right?
Yeah, but how it works is thanks to you having batteries, you recharge cursed energy slower, but have a higher capacity, basically.
Fair enough.
So it's
So-
you also have to recover to regain cursed energy for a while.
Scubas, how can I
Actually, I have a
Stop.
question, Scubas.
cracking? Am I gonna have to like get a sponsor or whatever, or get into a scenario or something?
Maybe
This is
get
ridiculous.
Cass to help you out, brother.
So,
Would I realistically last long enough?
For cast to return, no.
Volunteers tribute.
Yeah, so this is
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, not you. Sorry, Jose, you're kind of fucked right now. But if it makes you feel any better, money, all of your stream viewers, it's pretty cool. Give him a good show, money.
I should probably put a link on my community post for my channel.
Bro can't put any more. Bro can't use subtitles for his stream anymore. Bro
So,
can't speak.
Scoobers,
for
do I
his-
also
Yeah, they
lose
won't be able to
access-
understand any, like, he can't communicate with any of his stream viewers anymore.
Do I also like lose access to like basically all the other techniques as well.
Yes.
That is.
Yep, time to put this in
That
the
also means money
lost
when the
shit
time comes.
tab.
The whole reason you did this was for more power. So when the time comes where one of them's like asking you to accept them as their patron, you cannot accept.
Would you like to be my fuck you?
It's just like, would you like to be my patron?
So, how would I? Okay, Scubus, how would I go about like, you know, not fracturing?
I don't know.
Also, Scoobus, I searched up Woven Tale, and I just found an AI generated.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, fuck. Shit.
I forgot to
God.
add a D.
Crocodilo, armadillo.
Crocodilo.
Bombardino.
That's a completely different. Who is this grandma?
No, the grandma one's the one I saw.
Which? Okay, maybe. Just okay.
You said I
And
lost
they- and-
access to
I think I
Super
found
Saiyan?
it. I think I found
You've
it.
lost access to all forms of Super Saiyan. And
Grievous,
Ultra Ego.
Bro actually just got nerfed. Ain't no way.
I think I just
hard
found-
nerf incoming.
Hey,
And the
hey.
Ozaru shit.
Yeah, and God Key and all that.
So what forms does he have right now?
Into lost shit. My
Technically
lost
his
shit.
forms come in a passive, kindling embers, different stages of radiance, becoming a Soul Saiyan, a Radiant Saiyan, which is basically SSJ Blue, and then the divergence between complete hope and absolute defiance.
My lost shit like page on my Google Doc is now 8 pages long.
GG's.
It's Joker.
What's the current state of affairs for for
All
anybody?
of my techniques.
Oh, you wanna know what the Sanyinians are doing right now? They're playing Just Dance.
Is that really what they're doing?
No, yeah, that's actually the next time they do a session, I have to set up Just Dance for them. Because they basically were like going up to like an Eldritch God and was like, and it's like getting ready to attack. So like, wait, we can make peace.
That sounds like a Sanyan type activity.
You guys are going through all this lore and development, and they're playing an episodic adventure.
Cannot believe this.
This all started with Storm breaking the NDA.
This is like probably an iffy because I don't know if you're actually gonna like do it. Do I get a Zenkai boost because of this?
What did you get out of Zenkai Boost?
His power multiplies exponentially.
I
when he
know,
gets
but
his
like,
income.
what
You can
statistically?
you can permanently increase one ability score by 1.
I'll give you a Zenkai.
Can he farm Zenkai boost?
Oh, my Saiyan sheet is now.
Now I have
down
to save all of you
2
stupid
pages.
motherfuckers. Making me want to go. That's my retirement.
My Saiyan sheet is now down to 2 pages.
Out of curiosity, how much was it before, Cody?
It was like 10 pages long.
Yeah, I just had him wipe out 8 pages worth of content off of his character sheet.
God, now I'm
Is
gonna
the
have to
state
go
of
back
D&D.
into our.
Alright, delete it all.
Fuck.
What? Delete it all.
Do you have like all the
Stop
like
speaking.
stat increase shit for the relics and all that stuff?
Your stats will be fine.
Okay. Just get rid of the relics.
And all the special abilities. Your stats will be fine. They'll be counteracted by the intensity and purity of the new key you have.
You know, Cody,
Okay.
look on the bright side. You're becoming the relic.
Look on the bright side. Your transformations are literally bright.
Fuck you! Don't turn my corpse into like some JoJo shit where they have to go find the holy
The
corpse.
holy corpse, the holy droopy parts.
The holy hope parts.
I'm still trying to just think about how I'm gonna deal with
dingleberries.
I'm still here just trying to mentally like wrap my head around how I'm gonna deal with me
Ooh,
literally
wait,
shattering.
This is a net positive. This is a net positive. Wait. So I don't have to wear shit anymore, right?
No.
Bro gets higher
Finally!
AC now. He can use
The
unarmored
berserk
defense.
armor.
I can't even fucking wear it anymore. You said that.
No, get someone to resize it.
Right now, it's just sitting on some like armor stand in my fucking house in a corner.
Do you think the beam actually hit that armor stand?
No.
Droopy is my house.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna make that beam hit like Alma's like research station.
That's a crazy AC increase.
I was gonna start talking about that stuff actually.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So,
Because I was just getting around to that stuff.
What we
So I was just updating the nation map. Let me present it so like it shows on stream too.
Wait, how are you gonna present it?
is it gonna be different?
So do you see if you go on nation map? I'll have to move everything. I have to get rid of Oswald. But do you see where Kukla, Lesne, and Druvius are?
Yeah.
So how it was originally was that the beam would just be like that way.
My bro's gym.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
instead what happened is pew, pew. And so thankfully money's research facility that he had the foresight to build underground, which has saved it so many times by now. It is undamaged. But the house you just built, Money,
No.
you know, your third house, yeah, it's completely decimated. That's it.
Oh my god. No.
You're gonna have to build a fourth one.
No.
Hey, maybe I'll have the foresight to build this one underground as well.
Fuck you.
Bro, just build a redstone bunker for real.
And also your the capital's down, so all the buildings like the Craftsman's Guild and your meeting hall decimated.
Bro, the clan capital's down.
How's the training chamber?
Mostly marked, but mostly unscathed.
Mark?
Dude, how
This is
big
all-
was this beam?
Quite
I didn't know I had...
Because it was a lot. First of all, you had to remember how big the beam was, and second of all, even split in half, it was still a really large beam.
W stream, by the way.
It was also the kind of beam that just like. What, is there something wrong with the stream?
W stream. You should probably look in the chat. I think someone's like, chatting right now.
I'm gonna pull up YouTube and say, oh shit, I should probably follow the Woven Tale. No, I shouldn't.
Anywho,
What's wrong, Scooby?
I'll have to fix the chat for the stream. Because it's meant to show up,
Cody.
but I realize it's not working because of how I've set it up. But that's a later issue. Anywho. But yeah. So it's also as I was saying, it was also the kind of beam that causes fucking explosions on impact.
So did we just see some like just go on in the background?
Yeah.
See a mushroom cloud in the background.
You're telling me, wait, if it's the type of beam that causes explosions in the back, bro, was it just like the dragon breath from Dark Eater Midir, where he just starts
Oh
like
my God.
screaming downwards?
No.
Just like a delayed explosion, man.
No.
Delayed explosion. Call that shit amygdala.
Potential, man.
Anyway, so all things considered, could have gone worse.
Did you have
I forgot,
something else?
Did we make a potential man image for Storm?
I mean,
Yes, we did.
We did. We did.
Let me go pull it
Hey,
up.
Scubas, out of curiosity, did you have this entire encounter playing off differently? Like, did you have something else
I had
cooked
a
up?
few other ideas where this would go, but then we ended up going this way. That's why they say never to try to account for player activity. So all of the predictions I made, like all the potentials I made, did not come through. So a lot of what happened, as is always with D&D, was straight improv. Anyway, there's Storm Man
Where's Storm Man?
in the
Oh
gallery.
yeah, that picture.
Storm man.
You know, I read the Bloodlines text in there, and I feel like I would like to ask, how's the Bloodlines for everybody in like the group?
Well, Drivius just recently saw his father. Both of them, in a sense.
Last time I saw my parents, they were mauled to death. So
By a strange figure that Levain knows nothing about.
I mean, canonically, Jervis hasn't seen his dad since he was a boy, and then was told that his dad was killed in a raid.
Yeah.
maybe
dad was
he's
there in spirit.
looking at something.
Wait, his dad died in a raid? Which one?
King's Fall or like Deep Stone Crypt?
It was Vault of Glass. He made the shield.
Oh,
Drivius' dad is Kabir? Ain't no way.
bro,
That's a
don't you know
loaded
that?
reference.
Unloaded potatoes.
So,
What
thankfully,
the good?
we'll have to see how things go. Maybe, ideally, you don't have to deal with the Necromancer for a while and all that jazz. Not the Necromancer, the Blood Herald. And then, like, what's the worst that could happen? Yakub? Like,
I'm literally dying.
I feel like this is really important information to like say right now. So sorry to interrupt. KFC launches limited edition gravy flavored ice cream in the UK.
That sounds like
Of course.
clogged arteries.
Of course, it's in the fucking UK. They eat the most disgusting shit ever. I swear.
gravy ice cream?
That sounds like clogged arteries, dude.
Well, at least
That's
that's
what it looks like.
Cody would get a pint of that for himself.
Fuck no.
The fuck? Gravy
Bro,
ice cream.
I think KFC tastes like shit anyway. Plus their gravy tastes
know
like
what?
shit.
Fair.
Like
I was always more of a
everybody used
Popeyes kind of guy.
Rio.
Popeyes is goaded.
I am
Popeyes and
a
Bojangles
leader.
for real.
Bro likes both.
Fuck that. I got Dave's Hot Chicken. I'm good with that.
How does this feel that your favorite restaurant is the name of like some Django movie?
Pretty good.
How does it feel to be called money?
How does it
And
feel to
yet,
be mute?
despite all of that, you poor as shit.
Ooh.
Hey.
Cody, that was a brand that there will be no healing from.
Honestly, healing wouldn't even matter. The burn makes him look better.
What about mic cracks?
What about him?
Do they
You like
do they
crack?
like change in any way?
No. But they will be accentuated by your new forms.
Okay, because I remember you said like they used to have a purple aura, but now it's gonna be
Yeah,
different.
they're not going to be purple anymore.
Bro, gonna look like Traveler's Chosen. Ain't no way.
It depends. All your forms have, like, most of your forms have different colors, such as, like, a lilac gold. I'll send an image of what that looks like. What color that looks like.
Stupid color.
I actually do know what that looks like, but for this dumb money.
It's a stupid color. You're stupid. I have more chromosomes than you.
Oh yeah, I can speak.
That's the kind of gold. That's that like pinkish hue.
The I have more chromosomes than you joke will never not be hilarious to me, dude.
That's supposed to be gold.
Yeah. Lilac gold. Bro doesn't know what
You know what?
lilac gold is.
That's pretty. I like that.
Bro,
thought it was
you know what?
something
Considering
else.
how many letters are in the word, I didn't know you knew what lilac was.
Are we just are we all just coming up with new ways to call money dumb? Is that the
New ways? I've been
Money,
doing
how
this
good
since the
decoded?
dawn of fucking time. Since day
cannot-
one of me joining this friend group.
I cannot say the words I want to say.
Dude, do you know what the Big Bang is? No, you don't. It was fucking Scuba's taking his first breath after roasting money before time.
You got the whole squad laughing.
He kind of
I
did.
don't care if I got them laughing, but I wanted Cody's reaction. That was good.
Wait, what is this?
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Something money will never get.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I mean, besides bitches,
Guys, do we get Superhero Simulator on Steam?
What?
We can now wishlist it.
All right.